But everybody at some point in their life has experienced one form of loneliness or the other. Of course, there are two types: the acute and then there's the chronic. Now, why do we feel this bodily function? It's simple. Human beings are social beings, right? And one of the things about being social beings is that there is a need for social contacts, right? There's a need for social contacts. The same way you have a need for food, the same way we have a need for purpose, is the same way we also have that need to want to feel amongst the group. So we're social animals per se, and we are not meant to live in isolation. Science, or rather medicine, has decided that, or rather we've postulated that because in the times when we used to live in the bushes and all that, we lived in the wild, right? And if a human being is alone, there are chances that that human being could get eaten by other animals, or the elements of weather, cold and heat, to basically kill that human being, right? It's the same way. Over time, human beings have come to realize that it is better I survive in a group than alone. I don't know if you've watched Nat Geo World, and if you watch Nat Geo World, you would notice that the hunters, which the lions, the tigers, and all that, seem to seek out a particular animal that is alone. So they would run into the herd and chase these animals around, and then these animals keep running around, and then they isolate one. And so, in that same vein, human beings have also, come to understand that it is better I survive as a group and not alone. Because of that, our brains have evolved, right? And our brains have evolved to be able to feel a certain kind of pain when we are isolated from a group. It is that pain that pushes you back into the group where you're supposed to be safe. We have evolved this way over time, right? So over time, this has now become a need. The same way you are going to die if you don't eat and you feel some kind of physical pain, is the same way you feel some kind of social pain when you do not interact socially with people. So loneliness basically is a bodily function. It's a feeling. And because it's a feeling, it is purely subjective. And it is also important that we highlight the difference between what loneliness is and what being alone is. Now, when someone probably walks up to someone and say, I feel lonely, and but some people fill your house now, or they work for multinational company, why are you feeling alone? It's because we conflate these two facts, right? We think loneliness and being alone are the same thing. No, it is very possible to be lonely while in the midst of people, and also very possible to be alone and not be lonely.
Okay.
Yeah. So loneliness is what happens when that need for social contact and interaction is not met.